internal prime time. Number 6 is air travel productivity. An important area where organizational skills is vital is travel, especially air travel. Everybody is traveling by air today, and most people who fly waste that time when it could be very productive. Some years ago, a company called
right? That is part number 3. Part number 4 is something that's a little bit more complicated, but very, very understandable. And this is what we call your beliefs. Now, many of you have heard me talk about beliefs for the last several years because I've been fascinated with what causes our behavior, what causes our perception, what causes one person to say, yeah, I believe I can achieve those goals, but they don't behave in line with achieving those goals. And they do this over and over and over again. Well, what I've discovered,
Sure, and just collect no's all the time. The more no's you get, the more successful you'll be. I taught this to a company recently, and they were using telemarketers. And they would start at about 8:30 in the morning, telemarketing, but the telemarketers would get burned out. Most telemarketing shifts are only 3 or 4 hours. These telemarketers get burned out psychologically from all the rejection they get. So they put in a little contest. They had a gift certificate for lunch, and whoever got 10 no's first in the morning after they started would get a free lunch paid for by the company. But nobody could start until 8:30. So they'd wait. At 8:30, they'd go ding. Everybody would start dialing. Come on. And they would start dialing and get as many no's as they can. And finally, one person would get spend more face time. Human beings are very much, they have what is called a cybernetic guidance mechanism, like a guided missile. The guided missile is fired at the target, and even if the target moves, the missile takes feedback and adjusts its course and hits the target. You have a cybernetic mechanism where you are learning. You are a learning machine. The more activities you engage in, the faster you learn. And pretty soon you become so smart that you can hit the target almost every time.
Or to stimulate yourself, to motivate yourself, to get yourself fired up and to make it more real for you is also very powerful. Okay? So having a vision board. By the way, you might be watching this and thinking, this guy's crazy. This guy's nuts. He's going overboard or he's too extreme. And yeah, I am. But this is real. This works. You know, I'm even more passionate about this stuff today than I was before because now I know it works because I've already created and manifested a lot of the things that I have in my vision. A lot of the things that I wrote out have come true, right? So I believe in this 1,000%. And even when I was just getting started, I believed in this. I believed that this vision was possible for myself. And you know, you got to have that belief. You got to have that faith. Okay. And now, what I also do, if you want to go deeper with this, is in this book, my life plan book. So I have my vision, I have my purpose.
Think of technology. Think of certain kinds of software, websites, etc., that really are nothing. They're just a bunch of code and whatnot, organized in a certain way, yes, to create something that wasn't there before that we now perceive as value. Think about that. And a lot of times these companies come up from nowhere, and they do this in a very rapid way. Part of it is because they're tapping into this ability. Part of it is that they're doing what we're talking about right here. It's not necessarily a result of hard work.
Try different things. And the more like you like yourself, the less afraid you are of making mistakes. So you're willing to take chances with the possibility that you won't be successful. The more you like yourself. And the way that you build up your self-esteem is you simply say, I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. Say it, I like myself. No, don't suck your thumb. Say it, I like myself. Yeah, wonderful. And the most powerful thing that you can do in this business is to help other people like themselves. And how do you help other people like themselves? You treat them well. You practice the golden rule. You treat them the way you would like other people to treat you. And so they feel valuable and important. And they want to be around you. And they want to accept your guidance. And they want to do what you instruct them to do. And they want to become successful as well. So the more you like yourself, the more you like others. And the more you like others, the more they like you right back. And it becomes a positive upward spiral that makes you happy. The wonderful thing about Utah and the religious proclivities in your life, which I admire, worry about anything in life is because of fear. And when you ask yourself, what is the worst thing that can happen in this particular situation? And then if you can say, all right, if that happens, I'll live with it. Then your worry goes away and your mind goes clear and calm. And now you say, now what can I do to make sure that the worst does not happen? And then you become proactive and you take charge of your life. The third thinking tool, I hope I'm not going too fast for you. The third thinking tool is called the principle of constraints. And it's one of the most important thinking tools ever discovered. It says between you and anything that you want to accomplish, there's always a constraint, a limiting factor, or a choke point that sets the speed at which you accomplish your goal. So I was just doing a teleconference a few minutes ago. So the question I said is, let's always set the goal of doubling our income. We want to double your income. Okay, we want to double your income. Then why isn't your income already twice as high? Now in business, we don't think of doubling our income, we think of doubling our profitability. What we're concerned with is